When you think of the greatest comeback stories in sports, names like Tiger Woods, Muhammad Ali, and Peyton Manning come to mind. Now you can add Marc Marquez to that conversation, who this weekend returned from years of crashes and surgeries to reclaim the MotoGP world title. For those new to the sport, MotoGP uses the fastest motorcycles ever built to race on legendary tracks around the world at speeds that make even car racing look tame. You see, these bikes actually go faster than F1 cars in straightaways. In this chart showing how long it takes to reach top speed over time, you can see how closely the red MotoGP line tracks to the black F1 line as they hit top speeds of 360 kilometers per hour or 227 miles per hour. If you compare that to this blue curve of a humble RAV4, you can get a sense of just how extreme those speeds are. Now when they go around corners, that's when MotoGP gets really insane. Riders lean their bikes more than 60 degrees, low enough to drag knees and elbows across the track. Then their slick tires that are almost gummy from how hot they are cling to the asphalt like hot glue, letting them carve through bends up to 250 kilometers per hour. If you compare your tires on your car at home to a sole of a sneaker, a MotoGP tire at peak grip is more like stepping in a pile of warm bubblegum. But even with that grip, the limits do get pushed too far, and crashes in the sport are inevitable. This chart shows the riders with the most crashes last season, where one rider fell 28 times, and Marc was just behind with 24. And for Marc, these crashes have been the setbacks that tested him just as much as titles ever defined him. You see, from 2013 to 2019, when he came on the stage, Marc looked untouchable, winning 6 championships in 7 years. But in 2020, everything changed. A shattered arm from a crash in Spain, 3 surgeries, and a failed return in 2021 when another crash left him with double vision. A 4th surgery in 2022 brought hope, but the next 2 seasons still delivered nearly 50 crashes until this year, where everything finally came together. In MotoGP, riders score points in both the full Grand Prix on Sundays in blue here and in shorter sprints on Saturdays in black. In this chart above, the dots and circles show where Marc placed in each Grand Prix and sprint this season, and you can probably tell that he spends a lot of time near the top. He's currently racked up 11 Grand Prix wins, 14 sprint wins, and 7 races in a row where he took both. This chart above shows the payoff on the leaderboard, with his running points total breaking away in the second half of the season, reaching 541 this last weekend and confirming his victory, along with separating himself from his younger brother Alex here in second place and the rest of the top 5 riders below in gray. This past Sunday, the comeback was finally completed, from broken bones and blurred vision to world champion once again. Marc Marquez has now etched himself into the history books as one of the greatest comeback stories in all of sports.